Hi folks, welcome to the Break Key. My name's Henry, and today we're going back to the USB keyboard to CoCo adapter. I've got the PC boards in from the Fab Fairy. We should be good to go as far as putting this thing together, getting the things going right, and making sure that everything is just copacetic and we can actually have an external USB keyboard for our TRS-80 color computer. So I'm not going to take much time with the introduction other than to say, sit back, relax, and just join in as we build this adapter right here on the Break Key. Stop the recording. Let's see what the Fab Fairy has brought for us today. I can't remember how many of these. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. This looks very pretty. Yeah, all right. We've got the Pico that goes right there in U1. We've got U3, the jack right there. Looks like everything is where it needs to be. That's a much prettier layout of the transistor, of the 5-volt lines. And oh yes, I'm so happy with that. Of course, I've got a couple of options here. The first one is for like I think the E board was when it started using the flexible cable, but I've got the D, but I can definitely run D board. And for the rest, and then I also picked up these nice little sockets that are designed specifically for our flexible cable. And the Fab Fairy was also nice because I sent in to design a flexible PCB, which they kindly gave me at hobbyist rates. And there we are with a nice flexible PCB that should work well. Let's see how the friction fit goes with this. It actually feels pretty darn good. It matches pretty nicely. It's going to be a little bit of a pain to get that in there, but hey, get that stiffener. Oh yeah, it'll work just fine. That will be perfect. So the trick with the building this one will be to determine what the best direction to... I think the contacts work in either direction, so it should be fine. It should be direction agnostic. But we'll open up something with one of those sockets just to be sure. So today we'll build up... I'll build up the one for the one, because that was one that was demonstrating that little bug that I think I found. That's a software bug. We'll put this together. We'll put one of these together here later. And let's get on the road with the soldering action. And there we go. Nice and populated. I spilled a couple things on the floor, but I can pick those up here in a bit. All right, we'll get this hooked up later. And, well, actually, I need to get this programmed, and we will go from there. So we have the MT8808 installed. We have the Opto Isolator installed. Hopefully everything's working properly. This still needs to be programmed, so we'll get that going. I can close that, and I can close that. We're good with that. That can move out of the way. Actually, no, I want to leave this here for right now because I want to see if it's actually functioning properly with talking over serial. That was the problem we had last time because those connections were reversed. If we've got it talking over to serial, then I've got debugging information that's really going to be relatively easy to deal with. TTY USB, and I think it's 115.200, correct? Yep. All right, so I can disconnect. Oh, it didn't like it. That's fine. So I will hook that right back up to 5 volts on the CoCo. This is a CoCo 1 that is test point 12 that I'm connecting 5 volts to, test point 4 that I'm connecting ground to, and this is an E board. Yeah, an E board. Right. So to get the 5 volts, I will properly, I will need to turn down. Okay, I've got sign of life. Let me do that. Screen is working. It's receiving. It appears. Oh, I see what it doesn't like. That's my problem. And I've got it. That's absolutely lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Oh. Helps if I use the correct keyboard. The one that's actually connected to it. So what am I getting from that? If I press that, yep. Oh, that's my add. And if I look at what's happening on the CoCo itself, why don't I have... Oh, that's why I don't have it, because I didn't turn on the monitor. Okay, and it's showing me garbage. That's expected because I did the bodging in software rather than in hardware, because it was easier to do it like that. So let's get the software bodging done. All right, this was where the bodging happened. I had reversed column and row. I cannot recall. You know what? There's footage in a prior video that will let me see exactly what I need to see to fix that, to undo that. So I am going to pause for a moment. Pretty sure I found it. Let's see what I have to say about this. Oh, back up one. There's what I'm looking for. And that's all I needed. That should be correct. All right, so let me pull that off to the side and make the fix. We'll try that with reflash. Let's compile, make sure it does compile. I guess it did it. We'll find out. Yes, lovely. Now, the problem that I had before was, yep, there it is. That's the doubling that I had happening before. This is actually working quite better than, even with that, just that change. This is working better. The doubling isn't happening as badly. But I looked at the code, but I know what's causing the doubling. Here's where I'll need to do some work. If we have a GUI key press, we'll be doing other processing. Okay, I'll deal with that later. For the CLS, report modifier, key code, report key code. I need to not do a CLS. So I will need to change the entire means by which this does this. I need to set up the matrix with every given report rather than doing a put block for every single one. Now, this is where the fun comes in because I've done this logic before. I did it with the keyboard handling for the fourth ROM. So it's going to be similar here. I just need to re-grok it. I haven't put anything out to... Let's see if it compiles. Let's just see if it compiles. I'll send it and worry about debugging later. It compiled. All right, lovely. We do have sign of life. Lovely. That's correct. I'll get data coming in for there. Let's see if it works. That didn't work. That definitely didn't work. Oh, something's just desperately wrong. Did I do that problem again? He's sending an enter. Okay, I've got some debugging to do. All right, so let's try a different tag here. Very odd indeed. Okay, so I've got something wrong with the row parsing, obviously. I did something very, very wrong here. Oh, there's my problem. All right, so that may very well have fixed it. Uh-oh. There's something decidedly wrong. I did something very, very wrong. Oh, shoot. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so it's not picking up as quickly as it should. Something has gone ridiculously... All that's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So this is setting and clearing correctly. Pins should be calculated correctly. Well, there's my problem. I need to not set the switch. Maybe that would help. Let's take a gander at screen. Whoa, that does not look right at all. That's very wrong. And I know why that's very wrong, because I did not give the thing power. Let's try that again with power actually available. That's much better. It helps to have power for the device, don't you think? All right, let's see what we've got over here. Do we have... Yes. Ha-ha! Nice. Okay, that clears out. I am missing... I appear to be missing... Because that's working properly. Slash question mark's working properly. Enter's working properly. Clear's working properly. All right. So I've got a little bit of an error somewhere in that code over there, I think. A little bit of a segue to review that. Unless that's a bad switch on the chip. That's a distinct possibility. It could be a bad switch on the chip. Why don't I try swapping out the chip and see if that helps? Okay. that just absolutely destroyed that socket. Wow. Now comes the next part. Was it just a bad switch? It was a bad switch on that chip. The chip was bad, it looks like. Yeah, everything there's working. Inner works, lovely. There works. Escape brake, I'm guessing that works. Let's... Well, we already know that that's there. Let's look at the control. Oh, F1 and 2 are set. We already know that shift works. Lovely. So, everything is working. Well, that was pretty awesome. We have a working interface. Now, given I haven't tried the ribbon cable yet, I expect that that's going to be okay. What is it? It's the same conductors and the same connectors. We'll see what winds up happening with that. I'll work with that later. But the next thing that I want to do with this is, like I said, to get mapping working properly so that we've got a more sensible, well, not sensible necessarily, but what we're used to in the modern day and age in case the muscle memory from the CoCo keyboard has been lost, which mine has for many years. Be that as it may, it ought to be good. It ought to be a good time. And I want to point something out real quick. I just managed to get a merch store actually running. Yeah, so we've got... Whoop, that's not working. There we go. We've got a Tandy branded hat. We've got the Tandy Color Computer branded coffee mug right here. I've got t-shirts, I've got hoodies, and I don't only have it for the Tandy side, I've also got it for the TRS-80 side. Yeah, come and check it out right at thebreakkey.com/merch. It'll take you right to my Etsy shop page where I've got all these things listed for you to enjoy. And the sales would be really helpful for me to get to the conferences so I can see each and every one of you out there in the real world. Yeah, thanks.